of medals, ribbons, or flags can cover the amount of human suffering caused by these wars. We don't want this garbage. We want our human rights. We want our right to heal.
I'm here to return my Global War on Terrorism Service Medal in solidarity with the people of Iraq and the people of Afghanistan. I am deeply sorry for the destruction that we have caused in those countries and around the globe. I am proud to stand on this stage with my fellow veterans and my Afghan sisters. These were lies. I'm giving them back.
This medal I'm dedicating to the children of Iraq that no longer have fathers and mothers.
I was a nuclear, biological, chemical specialist for a war that didn't have any weapons of mass destruction. So I deserted. I'm one of 40,000 people that left the United States Armed Forces because this is a lie.
I'm returning my Global War on Terrorism medal and my military coins on behalf of Private First Class Bradley Manning, who sacrificed everything to show us the truth about these wars.
I was duped into an illegal war that was sold to me on the guise that I was going to be liberating the Iraqi people, when instead of liberating the people, I was liberating their oil fields.
And I'm turning in these medals today for the people of Afghanistan, Iraq, Palestine, and all victims of occupation across the world, and also for all the service members and veterans who are against these wars. You are not alone.
Kind. All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to my apostle, elders, great millstone of Ruel. Peace and salutation, all the occupant pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. This your brother Tazim Deborah coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, and through the spirit, man. You see, hey, this devil, his society is falling right before his eyes, man. These Edomites, they're divided. Hey, man, this place is on its way out, man. You seen the veterans of Esau's military basically is exposing how these wars are basically just off profit for the oil and the poppy fields and things like that, which we've been telling you for years, man. That's how you showing that this place is on its way out, man. All the exposure and all the things that's written in the scriptures of Esau, Edom being exposed in his last days for his hypocrisy and his lies and deceit has been exposed in these last days, man. Now, I just want to jump straight into it. Lord willing, it's an edifying lesson, man. I'm not going to really make it too long, just to get straight to the point. This Jeremiah 16, verse 19, O Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. And that's what they seeing. They inherited lies, man. They was lied to. They was sold a war off what? Gain and profit. So they can get what? Go through there and take the Iraqi people's oil, poppy fields, and do what? Make profit here in America by selling these people what you see in the pharmaceutical, Kia, which is the pharmaceutical pharmacies, man. Which is where they can gain and profit off, man. That's how a lot of these people in the society doped up and drugged up off, man. And this is what you see, man. And they getting exposed in these last days for all the witchcraft and things they pushing out through the whole earth, man. Nobody's believing Esau no more, man. His hypocrisy has been exposed in these latter days, man. This is Psalm 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. And this is what you're seeing. There was Edomites, man. There was Edomites telling you they were sold a lie. They were sold a lie to thinking that they was going over to liberate the Iraqi people. But at the same time, Americans was the ones going over there and stealing their land, stealing their oil, killing their kids. You just raping the women. All the things that they was doing over there, doing it for what? For gain and profit, man. They was doing colonization, because that's the thing that Esau Edom does. He goes around and colonizes people and pushes his culture onto them, which is death culture. He takes over the media and try to spin a narrative and weapons of mass destruction and things like that, which he was pushing that heavy propaganda. But they getting exposed that there was no weapons of mass destruction. Esau Edom had a heavy agenda that he wanted to do, and that was just take the poppy fields and take the land and put it onto himself, man. And they're getting exposed in these last days. Same thing they did in Afghanistan. All the things they've been doing around the world, they're getting exposed for all the wickedness and the atrocity that they've been doing to all the other nations and to the Hebrew Israelites, the Negroites and the Native American and Hispanics, man. Let me read it again. Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves, and all that see thee shall flee away. And that's what you're seeing. Everybody, even their own people, are fleeing away from the hypocrisy and the things that America has been doing. The government, how the government has been running things. Their own people are fleeing away from the madness, man. They're resigning, they're dropping out. Even when it comes to this Beetlejuice, man, they're saying that America is pushing it so hard, or they have a heavy agenda behind it. Why? Because they're trying to put forth their new world order, man. Because that New World Order empire is basically ran off America, man. America is the beast system written in the scriptures that brings forth the New World Order, man. This is the book of Luke 11 and 17, because this is what you see taking place, man. It's only going to increase in these latter days. Luke 11 and 17. But he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. This is what you're seeing taking place, man. This kingdom, Babylon the Great, which is America, is divided. It's divided within all sectors, man, and within police force and the military branches, within the school system, within the government, all these things and different avenues within this man's society is divided. And this is what you're seeing taking place. You're seeing that great fall of Babylon the Great, man. The great fall of Babylon the Great is actually taking place, man. Why? Because this place cannot stand. Let me keep going. He said, a house divided against a house falleth. And this is what you're seeing, man. These Edomites are on Edomites. And that's what you're seeing taking place. They're falling, man. If Satan also be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? And this is what you're seeing taking place, man. Because we know the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, they are the physical counterparts of the demons, spiritual demon, Satan, man. He dwells within them, man. They're the wicked according to the scriptures, man. Even though they were saying, oh, we don't, but at the end of the day, they probably was enjoying putting a lot of Afghanistan people to death and bombing and all that shit. Because Esau Edom loves that shit. His blessing is a sword. But the Most High put the spirit on them to do what? To reveal to the masses of the people what's really been going on and taking place over across the seas, man, over in the Middle East, and how this devil's really just been hitting people with these so-called these proxy wars and political wars and bringing forth war and damage and chaos into these other nations just so he can benefit of taking their resources, man. This devil has been the same. It's the same thing he always been doing. He always going in trying to come up with some kind of propaganda to be justified of going into these other nations' land and taking their resources. He's been doing this for years, man. He's just like he did over in the tribe of Gad. He said these people are for the taking. Christopher Columbus said they're so nice and blah that we should go in and just take them. And that's what they did. But really, it was the spirit of the Lord. But at the end of the day, the Most High put that mindset on Esau Edom to be what? The hammer of the earth. The hammer of the earth going through just rape, rob, and pillaging, man. Real quick, this Isaiah 14 and verse 4. That thou shalt take up this parable against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased, the goat and city ceased, man. The oppressor Babylon, hey, this is what you're seeing taking place, man. That parable is all the nations is waking up. Even within your society is being divided, man. And everybody's seeing that this so-called place America is not what you think it is, man. America's not the home of the free and all the brave and all that bullshit they push. This home of the thieves, the robbers, killers. This place is the drug dealers. This place is nothing full of corruption, man. This is the land of the corruption. This is the valley of the shadow of death, and written in the scriptures, man. And this place is nothing that brings forth chaos and destruction to the whole world. And we see that, man, with Esau Edom, with him in position of power, man. He doesn't help any benefit the earth. All he does is just, kill everything on sight, man. And this is what you're seeing, that proverb, the Most High is sending that proverb in the land, but everybody's saying that, hey, America is the problem of the earth. America is the one that's creating all these wars and all these things that you're seeing taking place, man. This is Jeremiah 51:6. Flee out the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, For there is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He shall render unto her a recompense. And this is what you see taking place. The Most High is dividing this place up so he can be justified to come down and judge this place, man. He's dividing this place up for that great fall. That's what you see taking place, man. And let me keep going. Verse 7, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations are drunken her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. And the nations are mad, man, because all they see is number. Esau, going around taking people resources and pushing propaganda and trying to justify himself to go in and steal their resources, man. Always trying to paint the boogeyman. This is all you see America does, is paint the image of the boogeyman on the other nations, but not knowing he's the one going and taking all the other resources, man. And now all the other nations is seeing that, man. Like it says real quick. This is Isaiah 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast of all people and the veil that is spread over all nations. So all the other nations, they see what this devil's doing. The Most High took that veil off where they was blind to the fact that this devil is the one that's creating all these wars and all this chaos and anarchy around this world, man. He's the one's responsible for it, man. The so-called white man. And now they're getting called out for all the atrocities that they're doing, and they don't like it, man. They want everybody to cling up to them and see that, oh, we're with y'all for y'all fight, but at the same time, you're still gonna get judged. No matter if you throwing your medals over there to the damn in the parking lot where the damn government is and saying you're not with the wars. At the end of the day, you was over there doing it. You still gonna get judged. Why? Because the Most High, he's still gonna judge you, man. But the Most High required which is past. You was over there killing and planting, doing all these things to these other nations. You're going to get judged for that shit, man. And at the end of the day, you still got judgment that's going to take place because you're an Edomite, man. You still got to pay for that judgment, man. Let me keep going. This is Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. And this place is no healing. This place. This is why you see this society is going out the way it's going out. A bunch of division. If you ain't got the juice, if you got the juice, all these people up in the uproar of all these wars and chaos that's been taking place and knowing it was nothing but a damn hoax and damn nothing but propaganda to go over there and steal people resources. Then at the same time, you see all these people that's they're seeing the food shortage and things taking place. The supply chain is running thin. All these things is bringing forth for the great fall of Babylon the Great, man, which we've been telling through our apostles and elders for many plus years that this place is going to fall and it's going to go out. When it fall, it's going to be a big fall where everybody and all the other nations is going to see the way it goes out, man. It said, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, every one into his own country. For her judgment have reached into the heaven and is lifted up even into the skies, man. And that's what you're seeing taking place, man. Because all the sins and all the things that this devil has been doing has reached into the skies, man. This devil came over here rape, robbing, pillaging, and the way he came in is the way he's going to go out, man, real quick. This is Revelation 18. In verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquity. So the Most High has remembered her iniquities, the things that this devil's been doing, man. And the things that this devil's been doing, he's gonna go out the same way, man. Real quick, Revelation 18:21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. So the way this place was established is the same way it's gonna go out, man. The Most High is he's doing what he's killing that fire to bring forth the chaos and the anarchy and the violence. So why? At the end of the day, it's going to get justified when the Most High nuked this place and his beloved son Yahweh Shah come back and also set it on fire. That's why he said, if it be those so, thou shalt thou be kindled. Roughly paraphrasing, when the Most High bring forth his beloved son back, Yahweh Shah, this place is already going to be kindled, man. It's already going to be on fucking fire, man. It's going to be anarchy and chaos and division. Everything that you see in them apocalyptic movies is going to be taking place here in Babylon the Great, man. And that's what you're seeing being ushered in, man, that great division and that great fall of society, man, because this place is on its way out, man. Real quick, I'm going to grab one more and I'm going to end it. Jeremiah 50:22. Jeremiah 50:22, a sound of battle is in the land and of the great destruction. That's what you're going to see taking place. Because why? Because these foreign troops are going to be in this land. When they bring forth that martial law, medical martial law and things like that, they're going to try to police the people because it's going to be anarchy and chaos. Because a lot of people in the police force, in the military are doing what? They're resigning, they're leaving. So they're going to have to bring forth the UN troops and the other troops from different nations. They're going to be in the land. When it says, How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is the Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And the hammer of the earth is what? America, man. Because when you go back and watch a clip of Wesley Clark, one of the generals, he said all the other nations is nails and America is the hammer. And they did what? They went around rape, robbing, pillaging all the nations, Libya, Afghanistan, Iraq. And the main ones that they wanted to try to take was Iran. And this is what you seeing taking place. You're seeing that great war between Iran and Israel being ushered in through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. Because we know that's biblical prophecy, man, when you read Ezekiel 38 chapter. So that's taking place where America's getting drawn into that war and it's going to get destroyed. It's going to get destroyed because all the other nations had their missiles pointed at where? Babylon the Great here in America, because all the other nations have suffered from the hand of Babylon the Great as far as economic and as far as the wars, man. So this place of America is on its way out, man. It's going to fall, man. And then read it again. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Because the Most High ordained this place to go out the way it's going out, because it was established with wickedness and chaos and anarchy and pillaging. It's going to go out the same way. You came in stealing, rape, robbing, and murdering, and the Most High is going to put the spirit on these other nations to take this place out with violence, man. Verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. And the place, hey, these people not aware of this place going away, going out. These people think that they get this juice and everything's gonna go back to normal. But at the same time, the Most High is ushering in that division. He ushering in that food shortage. He ushering in the famine of food. He ushering the increasing the plagues. He ushering all these things, the spiritual vengeance. All these things that's written in the scriptures, and he ushering it in through the spirit, man. Teeth of wild beasts, all these things is written. All the plagues of Egypt about to increase here in Babylon the Great in these last days, man. And the people are not aware. Thou art found and also caught because thou hast stricken against the Lord, man. And that's what you're seeing, man. The Most High have what? He remembered the sins of Babylon the Great, man. And so, hey, because you stricken against the Lord, you rebelled and fought against the Lord. And why? Because all the rebellious spirit that you pushed in America, man, that do it thou wilt spirit, man, with the Mo agenda, with the pedophilia, all these things, the drug culture, the gang culture that America blossoms and pushes in this land. Hey, the Most High is going to, he will require which is past. So he's going to judge this place, and he's justified to doing it, man. So this place is on its way out, man. No matter if these Edomites is throwing their medals and all that shit, this place is still going to fall. It's done, man. The Most High is what he required, which is past. And this is what you're seeing taking place, the fall of Babylon the Great, man. So we living in some beautiful times, man. So call all your how Bashim Shah, Bashim Kakwadash. Hey, man, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. We're seeing these devils divided at all sectors, at all aspects of the society. So now we're going to see a lot of great things in the society taking place as far as prophecy, man, as far as what Revelation 19, the spirit of prophecy, which is the spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. So with that, I want to say call hello Yahweh, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostle, Elder Great Millstone of Ruel. Peace and salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.